Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lorelei Shamayo. We're MeWe Metaphysical and Wellness Fairs for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We have events throughout the Northwest. We're in Seattle, Portland, Salem, and Eugene. We also host events online, and many online these days, so you can get a chance to connect with us wherever you are. We introduce and interview our practitioners and vendors so you get a chance to know who everyone is before you meet us at an event. I'm here today interviewing Wendy Rose Williams. Wendy, it's lovely to be here with you.
Well, thank you. So happy to be here.
So tell us, what is it that you do? What do you share at our events?
I am a past life adventure guide. And what I mean by that is I help people release past life energy that doesn't share them anymore. Examples would be things like pain, anxiety, depression, or stuck creativity. When you just want to start that new service, but just are having some fear around public speaking or about putting yourself out there, or if you're having fear around writing and publishing that first book, perhaps, or starting that new relationship. So it can just show up in different ways, that stuck energy where we want to move into that place where we're really feeling healthy and happy and that we're living a life with purpose. So that's what I do with people in one-on-one past life regression sessions that are either 2.5 hours or 4 hours. So it's a wonderful deep dive where you also get to meet your guide and you also get to go to a healing temple, and then you just have those skills and you're able to keep using them.
So it's any place that people are stuck, ways they want to go and they haven't learned how to go, all of that's connected with past life?
I believe that past life energy can have just tremendous impacts on us. And it's very interesting because you don't even need to believe in past lives to be able to release some of that energy. Because for some people, it just shows up, it's coming through our subconscious. It's just us being able to tune into that quiet whisper of our soul. And you've got to be quiet enough, whether it's via taking a nice walk in nature, or just really enjoying your shower or bath and not rushing through it, or through meditation, or whatever you do that slows you down enough that you can hear that beautiful intuition, that beautiful wisdom from your own soul, your own higher self, as well as your guides. So it shows up for different people in different ways.
So how did you get started doing this, and how did you mix in all the different aspects?
Great question. I was introduced to Michael Newton's Journey of Souls back in 2010. And when I read that book, it truly was just life-changing. I'd always kind of made fun of people of like, oh, a book can't really change your life, or the earth doesn't really move. Well, sometimes it does. When you just get that moment that's such an awakening, and that reading that book in combination with meeting the soulmate that had the contract to wake me up spiritually, because I was not on a spiritual path. It just wasn't on my radar. It's like, busy, single mom, just working the traditional healthcare job. And it just wasn't on my radar. So it really was a very big change. And as I read that book, and really felt the world shifting and opening for me in marvelous ways, I also knew immediately, oh my gosh, I am supposed to have a past life regression. This is absolutely vital for me. Even though I hadn't really thought that much about reincarnation and past life memories before, and I hadn't understood how that energy could have such an impact on us now. So I did go ahead and have my own first past life regression back in 2011. 2012, I had a 4-hour Life Between Lives with a Michael Newton practitioner. And then the next year, I had some quantum healing hypnotherapy sessions. And based on those 4 sessions, my life had just changed so much and just improved so much. And I would have said I was happy before, but it just really got me on my path in so many ways that I then trained as a past life regressionist myself. So that's what happened.
Wow. So do people usually come in with a particular struggle, a question, or they're interested in past life regression, like it's a mixture of things?
That's a great question. And we sort that out. I offer a 15-minute complimentary phone appointment to anyone that would like to learn more. And I ask them to go to my website, wendyrosewilliams.com, and just go through there and read some of the case studies, read some of the frequently asked questions. And then we just connect one-on-one and look at what's making them consider having a session. Is it anxiety? Is it depression? Is it not knowing their life purpose? Is it just having lots of contentious relationships and feeling like they don't know how to complete the lesson and reestablish their boundaries and perhaps cut the cords with that individual? And cutting cords doesn't always mean you don't speak to one another again. It just means you get rid of that old energy, and then are just able to raise our vibration and process at a higher, happier level. So it's just cleaning up that old stuff that doesn't serve us anymore. So we look at what's bringing them to the session. We talk about, do they have meditation or any spiritual practice? Have they done a session before? And what would really, be the slam dunk for them? What would be the home run and be their goal for the session? And then we have to let go of expectations, because it's not a process where you can say, oh, please take me back to my third life as Nefertiti. It's just your higher self and your guides are going to architect. And we go to, the suggestion I give is to go to the time and place with the most healing and information for your life today. And we talk about that suggestion ahead. And that works for about 98% of people. And then maybe 2% will have something more specific that they want to accomplish in session. So we write a different intent for them.
Wow. Great. Yeah, I'm just not knowing myself, but like feeling into the process as you're describing it. I almost feel like I'm on a bit of a journey just hearing about it. Wow.
Yes, and it's pretty amazing what can show up for people. And I think for many people, we learn how to forgive. We learn how to forgive others through the process because we see the relationships we've had before. We're able to forgive ourselves too. That's a huge one. And another thing that we do in the Healing Temple is we not only bring in a series of colored healing lights for people that help heal their physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional bodies, but we go through all the chakras and we balance those and make sure everything's going well with those. We also look at the person's fire versus water and earth versus air elements in their body. And I haven't met a person yet who hasn't needed to rebalance those a bit. And it just really changes life, because it's like getting this amazing total tune-up for your car. The car just purrs afterwards and just is all beautifully polished up.
Well, it sounds lovely. I'm so excited that everyone's going to be able to experience your work. Great. And you gave us your website. Maybe give it to us again, just so everyone can find you.
Yes, it's my full name, which is Wendy, Wendy, rosewilliams.com. And you'll also see sessions that I offer where I channel Mary Magdalene. And you'll also see the books that I've written that are available via Amazon. And the first book, Regression Healing 1, is an actual past life regression. So some people choose to read that ahead and other people don't, because they don't want to be overly influenced, because your journey is your journey. Everyone's is different.
This is great. Well, thank you so much, Wendy. It's been lovely chatting with you.
Well, thank you. This was great. I so appreciate and look forward to meeting more people via the MeWe fairs.
You're very welcome. And those of you watching and listening, you can learn more about all of our events at mewefairs.com. That's MEWEFAIRS.com. Thanks so much.